There are moments in life that split time into before and after. What happened to me on a Tuesday afternoon in October became one of those moments, and I still think about it almost every single day. I was on a train heading back from a job interview that had gone terribly wrong. I was exhausted, embarrassed, and honestly questioning every decision I had ever made. I found a seat near the window, put my headphones in, and planned to disappear into my own misery for the next 2 hours. Then he sat down across from me. He looked completely ordinary, maybe mid-60s, gray jacket, reading glasses pushed up on his forehead. Nothing about him suggested anything unusual was about to happen. He smiled politely, the way strangers sometimes do, and I gave him the classic awkward half nod that meant, "Please leave me alone." He did not leave me alone. He asked if I was okay. Not in a nosy way, in a way that felt like he already knew the answer and just wanted me to say it out loud. I told him I was fine. He nodded slowly and said, "You just walked out of something that was never meant for you anyway." I felt my stomach drop. I had not told him anything. I had not mentioned the interview. I had not said a single word about my day. I pulled one headphone out and stared at him. He started talking. And what he said over the next 40 minutes rearranged something inside me. He described a version of my future so specific, so detailed, that I started wondering if someone had told him things about me. He mentioned a creative path I had been secretly considering but never spoken about. He referenced a relationship I would repair. He talked about a city I had been dreaming about moving to but had never booked a flight to. None of it was vague. None of it was the fortune cookie stuff you wave away. It was precise in a way that made my hands shake a little. Now here's the part I want you to sit with. I am not telling you this man was psychic. I am not asking you to believe in anything supernatural. What I am suggesting is something perhaps more interesting than that. What if he was simply an extraordinary reader of human beings? What if years of observing people, watching body language, understanding patterns of behavior, allowed him to construct an incredibly accurate picture of who I was and where I was heading? Because the truth is, we all carry our futures on our faces, in our posture, in the specific sadness of a bad interview day. Most people are just too distracted to read it. When the train stopped, he stood up, straightened his jacket, and said, "The only thing standing between you and that future is the decision to stop waiting for permission." Then he walked off the platform and disappeared into the crowd. I never got his name. I never saw him again. But I made 3 major life changes within the following 6 months, and every single one of them he had already described. What would you do if a stranger already knew your story?